Today on Own It with Samina, I'm joined by someone who truly defines what it means to lead with intention, discipline, and presence. Bhangaonkar is a successful real estate professional, a conversation coach, and one of the very few people in the world who has climbed one of the highest mountains in every continent. Beyond the mountains, Juhi is also a certified guide for exactly what to say, a communication framework created by Phil M. Jones, helping professionals master the language of confidence, connection, and influence. What makes Juhi especially unique is how she has built her real estate business through non-real estate events. She creates experiences, not sales pitches, and those experiences consistently lead to referrals, relationships, and long-term trust. Today, we are going to unpack how her mindset from mountaineering, her mastery of language, and her event strategy all work together, and what any agent listening can take from this to grow their own referral-based business. Let's welcome Juhi Bhangaonkar. Welcome, Juhi, to my podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's my pleasure to be on the podcast for Own It Like Samina. So
thank you.
Thank you.
I have written a series of questions to ask you, Juhi, and we want to ask all these questions to see what our audience can take from all your experiences so far, with whether it's your mountaineering or your coaching people with Exactly What to Say by Phil M. Jones, and whether it's the events that you're. So we want to hear all the experiences that you've taken. So my first question is, you're one of the very few people who have climbed one of the highest mountains on every continent. What did mountaineering teach you about discipline, fear, and self-leadership that directly impacts how you show up in business every day?
So it's a big question.
Yes.
And let me give you a little bit of background, how this whole mountaineering came in a picture. And obviously, you need to practice a lot. You cannot just decide and, hey, let's go and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So I am originally from India.
Yes.
I came to this country in 2002. And really, my childhood was in Pune from Maharashtra. And I was an athlete before. So age of 8 years old, I started running first. And then we had a rule, to even simplest rule in the house, like a discipline that comes up very young age, that you cannot leave the house or go to school without making a bed.
Yes.
The very simple rule, like when you get out of the bed, make up your bed. And then after 8-year-old, I was always in the gym or some kind of a practice, something for the running. At the 12th grade, I actually got injured and doctor told me I cannot run anymore. That was sometimes what you call like a failure, and people might be not go again on the stadiums and not like, what should I do? Because the whole life till that time.
And I've seen people, when something like that happens to people, they go into depression of some sort.
Yes.
So how did you handle that when that happened to you?
So I still remember that day because I was a hurdler and a national player. And my mom and me and with the doctor, and doctor said, you cannot run anymore, or at least not hurdles. And P.T. Usha, the hurdler, that was the whole ideal in front of me. And I'm like, okay, so my next question was, can I walk? And the first time I did actual hike in my 12th grade, exams were done, and then Himalayan mountains were right in our backyard. So I was like, okay, so I can hike. The whole thing was because I had the strength, but only I couldn't run. The discipline was there. The muscle memory was there. But then now how I can use that energy and channel it to the something big, something next level. So always how that relates to the business or how whatever I was doing, I always wanted to know what is my next step would be and how I can improve whatever I can do. So it was not like no for walking. So I'm like, okay, let's go and climb some mountains. Luckily, we have the highest mountain in the world in our backyard. So that journey started of mountaineering. And especially what I learned from mountaineering was just every step, first of all, you cannot control your outcome. You don't know at the summit day what your weather is going to be. After all that efforts of 20 days of hiking, maybe that day, because of the weather, you need to come back. But that is not the failure. Every step that you take when you're climbing, it's closer to the summit. And this is not a failure. So very early age, I learned the lesson that do not give up.
Yeah.
Keep
so
trying.
This uncertainty, did it create any kind of fear in you?
Of course. And I was young at that point. So that whole thing came, that fear of change, fear of uncertainty. Now I did, when I came to United States, that was my first ever flight from Mumbai. Never seen an airplane. First
Airplane ride from Mumbai to USA.
Directly in Philadelphia with a brotherly hood and with the immigration. And that also came after 9/11.
Wow.
So it was like, I'm like, what worse can happen? I always thought about what worse can happen. Okay, what is my next step? And see how I can handle that situation. Because again, I couldn't predict the outcome. What will happen to that flight? What do I expect when I land? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I just say yes sometimes. This is the 2026. Everybody says what is your word? And I'm like, I'm going to say yes to everything.
And you had only $200 in your pocket.
That time it was only $200 and husband waiting on somewhere after the immigration line and everything. That I met him only twice. Before that, I got married in Pune.
You had an arranged marriage?
Arranged marriage, yes. Arranged marriage, typical custom arranged marriage. But there was some trust, some things that, okay, we will figure it out. There are always a way. There is always some kind of, always everything comes together.
So hope.
Like there is a hope. There is a solid background of my independentness. Luckily, I was very lucky that my mom and dad gave me so much exposure in India that I was not like typical girl. I have, till that time I hiked, I have led some hikes, but not like mountains that I climbed later. Because then you need some stability, you need some money. So normal path, we came to US and then with a good American dream and went into the regular American dream life. Like, okay, get my degree, get my master's in finance. And I'm like, what next? Job, because that is the age that you have to work. You have to need to have the stability. And bought our first house, had kids. Now I'm a mother of 2. So that whole process worked. But behind all that process, I will tell you a very interesting story. I landed on September 13th, 2002. Of course, I remember that date. 14th of September is my gym membership started.
Oh.
And my husband was, why you need to look for a gym? I'm like, okay, I cannot, till that time, it's arranged marriage. He didn't have a clue. I'm like, okay, if you really want me working fine at home, I need to go work out at least 1 hour a day. And that was the very first membership that he was like, okay, let's find a gym where you can walk, because I was not allowed to drive. And it was luckily next in apartment complexes, now you have a gym and things. So we rented an apartment where we had a gym. So discipline came very first thing in the morning. I had to go and work out. And then the day starts.
Because you were already used to that lifestyle. And you didn't want to give up that lifestyle just because you moved to another country.
Exactly. And you need to have your own principles. I wanted to have my own values. And why not? I can continue that in my family for my generation next. And that discipline came. And then, like a regular life went on for 10 years. And one day I looked in the mirror. I'm like, okay, I achieved my degree. I working in a bank. Where was my original Jewy wine? Where was that? Literally, I looked in the mirror and said, I need to go back to the mountains for my peace, because I felt that, you are just one more number You're just achieving what next? Okay, car and the house and the thing. But where is my literally the purposefulness? How I can go back to the
What you
my
really
own
enjoyed.
roots and my happiness.
Yeah.
I was like, people think that you have everything, then you are happy. No, my happiness was again going back to the mountains, and now that's the whole. Then I wrote down the whole list, which one that I want to do. Before 40 was the goal, and I achieved that before 40 years old. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
So when you're in high pressure real estate situations like negotiations, client uncertainty, or slow markets, how do you draw on the same mental framework you used while climbing mountains?
So I will tell you this: you are born with when any baby is born, they come with that breath, right? And you die with losing that breath. That is the only thing that you have your entire life that is yours. You can make money, clothes, shiny objects, jewelry, anything can be achieved. That breath is the only thing that is there for you from day one till your last day on earth. In the mountains, when you're climbing, again, especially when you're going to the high altitude, you will remember that breath. Like you can feel it. Your heart is pumping, that every breath. I still remember my last 300 feet on Kilimanjaro, every breath. It's no different when you're negotiating. The other party or other agent is like trying to get to you. Sometimes the language, sometimes that upset, sometimes the situation is not like inspection, something comes up and they want to win some argument and win this. And ultimately you need to just take a deep breath first and see
control
what
your
is the
emotions.
win and what is exactly win for my client. I am representing my client. Is this a right decision that I'm guiding them here?
Right.
I'm not making any decisions for them, but as a real estate expert, I need to guide them.
Right.
So I literally tell them sometimes, egos doesn't matter. The other, seller doesn't want to cooperate with this. I'm like, take a deep breath. Let's figure it out. What will be the solution?
Yeah.
And again, what is our next steps can be, and then give them 3 options and see what they come up with. But until you ask, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
And that ask should be fair. It's not like something that we are here and fighting for it.
Yeah.
Because it's a home. We are buying or selling and we are helping and guiding them. So it's a lot of emotions that we really deal with.
Right.
So I'm like, take a deep breath. Let's see the plan. What our goal was initially. Go back to the drawing board. Why you wanted to buy this house. Are you still happy? And then move forward with negotiation. And I think mountaineering teaches you every step of the way. Because again, outcome, we don't know whether it's going to be in our favor.
And then I think
not.
your patience is also practiced somewhat, right?
Exactly.
Emotions are, your emotions.
You're testing yourself.
Testing yourself. You control your emotions.
Yeah.
You control your patience,
Yeah.
So all that is tested.
And that really doesn't matter whether we are realtors
Staying
in
calm
life.
through the process.
In life, yeah.
Yeah.
So
you coach exactly what to say, a framework created by Phil M. Jones. Why do you believe language is such a critical skill for a real estate professional, especially in an industry where trust and emotions run higher?
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to go to the family reunion in 2023 and heard Phil M. Jones the first time as a keynote speaker. And English is my third language. When I came to this country, I'm surprised that I'm even talking like this in 20 years. And, you need to work hard to get to this point.
Right.
But what I realize is I am very good at when I meet somebody, but I was not good at on the phone. But now you have a skill set, you have a strength.
Right.
Why you want to focus on only weaknesses?
Right.
You have the strength that if you meet somebody, you are going to get that business.
Right.
Phil M. Jones with that framework gave me the more confidence. If I work on that material, oh my God, my conversion rate will go up. And I always had the growth mindset. What that means is, again, okay, if I can sell 10 homes, why not I can do 15 next year? Or why not I can do
steps.
And baby steps. And main goal is, again, it's not my goal. I really want to see those smiles at the closing table.
Right.
I want to guide them. And that's the reason I'm like, okay, again, what is my next step? Okay, I read the book, listened to the book 10 times, then went to Phil M. Jones. How can I be more? And then started the actual, and you have to be certified coach or certified guide to actually teach somebody this material. And that's why I took that next step and actually became a guide.
And you see that it really helped you through your process. Yeah.
Totally. So I can give you the simplest example with the language, how that changes entire conversation.
Right.
So many of us, we go on a listing appointment, we go on different presentations, and end of the presentation. So like you did all the pricing study. You told them this range that we should list the home, all that whole thing. Like you are the expert.
Right.
You position yourself that I should get this listing.
Right.
End of the conversation, you just ask that question saying, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Now, in human psychology, in human brain, if when somebody's asking me, do you have any questions? My thing should be, should I have any questions? The doubt comes in. What? Oh my God, maybe I didn't listen to him properly or her properly. Should I have any question? That doubt comes. Instead of that, what I learned from that framework, or just switch or flip that and ask, what questions do you have?
Instead of do you have versus what do you have?
What questions do you have? The simplest, what we call swap. Now, I don't have any questions because now people are doubting themselves. I should not have because I was listening to you. I paid attention what you were saying at the presentation. Well, I don't have any questions. And that confidence that they get, oh my God, she explained or he explained. And then my next question, okay, then we are ready to sign our contract for a listing appointment or something. But that is so much easier than do you have any questions?
And I want to pinpoint something here. I have a similar question that I ask when I'm talking to clients. But when you say, do you have any questions, their answer could be just a yes or a no. But what questions do you have? That gets their reticular activator in their brain running. That what questions do I have, about what she just said? Because, I ask a similar question when I'm talking to my clients. Instead of asking, do you know anyone who's looking to buy or sell? It's who do you know that's looking to buy and sell? And that gets the reticular activator in the brain going. And that actually goes on. Apparently, people can call you even a month later to answer that question. Is that long it stays in your brain, and which is quite interesting.
And see, I'm in real estate. I got my license in 2020. So you hear so many successful people. I attended a family reunion, every mastermind that you can think of. I saw your videos before. I followed the best of the best realtors. But what the gap between that success and I realized that I need to be very better, need to be one step ahead and the better in my communication and conversations. So if I have the chance to meet, why I'm losing that chance now? Why not I'm taking that to the next level? And that only literally my business tripled within from 2023 to today. Only full credit goes to exactly what to say framework. It's a totally different methodology that we teach, and now I'm able to teach it. And I want everyone take the role plays and all the activities that we do. It's really, really impactful.
Awesome. My next question is, can you share an example of how a simple shift in language changed the outcome of a buyer consultation or a listing conversation or referral relationship for you or one of your clients?
So, 2 years back when the law changed, everybody was talking about it, right? How we can get even signatures on the buyer
when the NAR new law came up.
How we can get the buyers before they see the house to sign the actual buyer agency contract, right? And that, again, that going back to that exactly what to say framework and things, I really realized my buyer consultation now needs to be very transparent and bulletproof, what I call it.
And more detailed, rather.
Very detailed. And we were, luckily in Pennsylvania, we had this BSC, the contract. way ahead of the time that,
Right.
that before even that lawsuit happened and all
Right.
that.
Right.
What I realized, but people were not clear. And now media took that to the unnecessary level that sometimes that they used to sign this, but they didn't know what they were signing.
Right.
Or maybe some agents were not exactly explaining it correctly.
And I think, Julie, you'll agree with me. I think partly we are to blame.
Exactly.
Because I see so many realtors,
Just
our
saying.
job is to talk and explain. And I see so many realtors, they don't explain it enough. They don't dig deep into the process and explain what they do behind the scenes for the clients, why they are worth the money that they earn.
Yeah.
They don't explain this to the clients. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally agree. And that buyer consultation is the very, very first step. So I will give you the example. I asked them at the buyer consultation, what are the top 3 things that you're looking to when you're buying a house? Like, just give me top 3 that is unnegotiable.
Right.
So somebody telling me, say, 3-car garage that is their non-negotiable thing.
Right.
They need to have, say, the lot size at least a half acre, and say house is built after 1990.
Right.
Like the facts that they are not going to see the house or not going to compromise on or not going to make an offer.
Right.
And how many times that I see realtors, they don't like to work with buyers. The reason is because the buyers are liars, take me for 50 homes, and I'm like, at the buyer consultation, the simplest question that you can ask, or when they're telling you, can I go and see this house? Say somebody, I'm going to look back to my files again, like, on my CRM.
Does the house fit the criteria
at
they
least
have given me?
3.
Yes.
And in our book, we have the language that we call, because you said so. It's the simplest. You can put that in a text. You can use that in an email. We can use that conversation-wise on the phone. And I always say, Mr. Buyer, because you said in the buyer consultation, you are looking for 3-car garage. This house has a 2-car garage. And you are a busy professional. I am a real estate professional. I am not, my very, very favorite line here that I use, I am not a Uber driver with a home key. And there is, unfortunately, with the online leads and things, our business people are making it so simple that, you pick up the phone call, click on that one click, and somebody will come to open the door. And I am like, no, this is not, because this is your biggest investment in your life, that you are trusting me. And I really want that whole experience. Make sure what you're telling me to match. Like, we are the matchmakers of the house and the client.
We're doing our due diligence to make sure,
ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of time, to make sure we don't waste your time or ours.
Exactly.
And we show you exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. And that is a very simple phrase that I use, because you said so. And it's not like me telling you. It's not like, I totally agree that, my husband will not agree with if it's not a 3-car garage. The simple solution to that is because you said so. Unless if you change the criteria, let me know.
Yeah.
I will open up more, like maybe we will change the search, because so many times that happens to me. In your search, this house never showed up, but it's on Zillow. And I'm like, yeah, because you told me you're not going to look anything. The house is not built until before 1990. So my automatic email is not going to show you any home that is not built before 1990, whatever that criteria is. And I think that's why that framework really helps. What was their main important thing to move? Like, go deeper with the questions. And when you ask more questions, you get the clarity. Client feels the different experience. And again and again, if you see the Google reviews for me, people are like, okay, she's very honest. She's giving me the honest opinion on everything. Upfront, and the trust builds.
Yeah. I mean, I think the more you talk and the more expectations you give them, and they see you meet those expectations, your trust grows. And the less you talk, the more they question you, and your expertise.
And the creativity is when you're asking the question,
is key.
When you're asking the question, it should not be like they feel defensive. You told me that you are in a 3-car garage. Why you want to see now the 2-car garage home? Instead of all that.
Be gentle about it, yeah.
And gentle and remind them. Sometimes
Yeah, because you said so.
Because you said so. I am not like, and if you still want to, I'm not saying I'm not coming.
Yeah.
But why not we think about it?
Yeah, let me
sleep
just
on it.
reiterate that this house
Exactly.
has...
Repeat what they are saying, repeat and confirm, and then, okay, then make an appointment, let's go and see it. I'm not saying no, but softly and using the right questions and reminding them again and again what they said. Yeah.
Right. You are known for hosting non-real estate events that attract hundreds of people and still lead to consistent referrals. What made you decide to remove real estate from the center of your events?
So if you ask 10 people on the street, can you picture, when I say word realtor, what comes up in your mind? Everybody will tell you, oh, the pushy salesman, the car salesman, and this. And I really never wanted to see myself. First of all, I'm not selling your home. You coming to me saying that you want now dream come true, you are not selling a property. I am not a commercial agent that's selling your property. I am selling you the dreams.
A dream.
Selling you a home that where you can develop your own culture. Your kids will grow up there. You can develop your memories, right?
Yeah.
Create your memories. So when people say like, oh, you one more sales call, never wanted to do that. So, you go and listen to all kinds of people, successful people, how they get the business from the expired listing and cold calling, all different methods. Nothing is wrong. Whatever works for you. For me, as I said, English is my third language. I was not good at the phones. And once you know your strength, event came up in my mind. And that was very natural. And event means, again, I do not want to say the buyer seminars or seller seminars. What I created was, I realized in 2023, July, I said, because where we are, Exton, Pennsylvania, where my business is, Chester County, Pennsylvania, a lot of immigrants are moving in our area right now. Also, after pandemic, a lot of New Yorkers. And because it's Pennsylvania, good school, our school district is really great.
Right.
So a lot of people were coming. And I'm like, okay.
And now there's, people who are working in New York, but living in Pennsylvania. I when I travel to New York, I often see people commuting to New York.
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours on Amtrak ride.
Yeah.
So why not, right?
Yeah.
And taxes. And nowadays, after pandemic, the work, only you had to go to the work, say 2 times a week or something like that, actually physically at work. So what I thought, how I can meet more people. So we just put a message saying that, hey, on the 4th of July, to see the fireworks, meet me in there, in the pavilion of one park where we do the fireworks.
Right.
I thought maybe 20 people will show up. And I put that on the Facebook saying that if you speak Marathi, that is my mother tongue, Hindi is our national language, English is my third language, right? I'm like, if you speak Marathi, come and meet me there. You will be surprised 50 people came.
Wow.
And all of us, like who are immigrants here, we use the WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
Because some people follow Facebook, Instagram. So I'm like, I created a thing. Yeah. And what I realized, out of those 50, there are experts in gardening, expert in somebody knows how to play bridge, like a card game. But to play a bridge, it's a very talented game. You need to know strategies, and it's really amazing game. Someone was the business owner, someone was the financial advisor. And I was like, oh my God. Right here is my whole 12 weeks calendar where I can bring the value back to the community.
Right.
And going back to my home.
And you're digging for talent within your community. So in a way, you were helping your community come alive as well.
Yeah. And helping their businesses, helping next step. So I'm like, okay, look, that was in July. With our weather in the winter time, I'm so lucky that we have a training room in my office that we could rent. And then I designed it on the Sunday, 3 to 5, no lunches, nothing involved, pure education based, any seminars.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised, every time my maximum capacity is 50.
Yeah.
My December seminar, we did the financial planning. Yeah. And I said for the young kids, buy a first car event. Again, I never mentioned I'm a realtor. Yeah. They came to my house. They saw the Keller Williams board. They came to my office. They saw the Keller Williams. So clearly, I'm a realtor using the space. But I never preach, like, if you want to buy or sell and invest in real estate, come talk to Joey
Right.
or go on the website Homes by Joey.
Right.
No, don't say anything. But only thing I did, after every seminar, I provided the value.
Right.
I provided the platform for other business owners,
Right.
some moms that became, out of this, 7 businesses actually started, different businesses
Wow.
started. Those are moms, entrepreneurs that developed in last 2 years. Only thing I did, every time they took, who doesn't like gifts?
Right.
Everybody liked that small goodie bag
Yeah.
to take home.
Yeah.
And that goodie bag had my logo or my
Right.
something like a measuring tape or very keychain, like
Right.
something with my phone number.
Right.
And said, if you have any question about any real estate, local market, please contact me, please.
Right.
I'm here to resource. If you need a plumber, if you need a electrician,
Right.
I'm your resource. So one of my friend actually saved my phone number in her phone, as in India we have a Ask Me service.
Right.
She literally did not put Joey, and then my last name, she kept it Ask Me. So that just resolved for like
Right.
any questions. And I really realized, because I was living in the same home, like Exton, Pennsylvania for now last 20 years.
Right.
So I really knew how this town grew, like how much Indian population, Indian doctor, if you know the
Right.
oncologist. There's so many questions I started getting on that group.
Right.
And now we are maximum capacity.
Right.
And I then had to start a separate group called
Right.
Ask Me Anything About Real Estate was a separate.
Wow.
And then, it went on.
Right.
Because of that, now people, when they move, people
Right.
refer me a business.
Right.
And you'll be surprised, last year, I'm proud to say, we closed over $8 million business only because of this group.
That's awesome.
Without even mentioning that I am a realtor.
That's awesome.
So definitely
It's
the
a no
strategy
pressure,
works.
less
Yeah. And I'll enjoy
Yeah.
meeting new people.
less on your face tactic.
Exactly.
And people appreciate that.
Yeah. And people actually
Because
share.
you're approaching it through hospitality.
Exactly.
Yeah, not just service. You're approaching it with hospitality.
Yeah.
And the difference is service is you're giving them
Yeah.
a service. But hospitality is when service is approached with care.
Care.
That's where the
Yes.
hospitality starts.
And I think they can see the genuineness.
Right.
Because again, everybody needs to make money. There's
Right.
nothing wrong in making money.
Right.
But the goal should not be, because I need to achieve my goal, I need to sell 24 homes this year. That's the reason I'm like mailing you something.
Right.
No. How I can help you.
Right.
And I think that's different approach, and bringing the value first.
Right.
Yeah.
So my next question is, how does exactly what to say influence the way you invite people, host conversations at events, and follow up afterwards without ever asking for business?
So going back to simplest example I can give you, like how you mentioned,
Yeah.
who do you know? I'm actually going to add one more thing in that. Do you know one or two people that are in similar situation like you? So say if I meet first time home buyer, and if I ask them, do you have any one or two friends in similar situation that I can help? Please let me know. So I'm not asking, just vaguely, do you know any friends?
When do you ask this question?
So normally, when after the event, people schedule appointments with me for a buyer consult or something. Even if they
So
not
at the
bought
first
anything,
buyer consultation,
yes.
you ask them.
Because even if they not bought anything yet, even if they not started the process yet, I always ask that question end of our, hey, by the way, if you know one or two people in similar situation, maybe
Right.
I can guide them also.
Right.
But now they're thinking only one or two people, not
Right.
entire database. Now, who
Right.
do you know also will be okay in that circumstance, but who do you know? Oh, I don't know anybody right now.
Right.
Instead of, do you know only one or two
Right.
people, or like very specific question.
Right.
The second things that I follow up is the key.
Right.
People will come for the events. People will forget what they learn, everything. I normally take the notes at the events. It's simple AI. AI
Right.
is amazing to take notes, right?
Absolutely.
But how many times people come prepared to those seminars taking notes,
Right.
right? They're listening to the speaker. They're like, oh my God, this amazing idea. I provide that service,
Right.
take the notes, and then mail it. Because I have their phone number, I have their mailing address, and I have this. So every time Gary Keller, everybody says, fortune is in follow-up.
Right.
Fortune is in follow-up.
Yeah.
I met some people maybe in 2023, very first seminar, and now they are ready to buy.
Wow.
But they kept the gifts. They remember the thing, fortune is in follow-up. So now almost I
Right.
have 2,500 people in my database, and database is the key.
Yeah.
It's our people business. I do not like to call lead generation or leads and how many leads you got. It's not lead. It's people that you are interacting.
Relationships.
It's relationships, and I'm a people connector.
Yeah.
So it's not only because they're going to buy it from me. I'm
Yeah.
helping them even to find their daycare.
So last question, Juhi. If an agent listening wants to grow their referral business through relationships, communication, and experiences rather than cold calling or hard selling, what is the first step they should take after listening to this episode?
First of all, go with really ask more questions when you meet somebody. Be curious, like lead with the curiosity. And I really feel like it, like even if you meet the new person sitting next to you in an airplane, I make relationships that way. Like right now, if I'm going and if I got out to fill up a gas on go, even people want to listen. People want to ask more questions about the other person.
Yeah.
Instead of me telling who I am, oh, I'm a realtor, I can help you. Instead of that,
Yeah.
this year, because now I did almost 18 seminars, 18 months in a row, not even 18, 2023, so now it's 2026, more than that. This year in December, I asked them which seminars that you guys were looking for, what topic that you want us to come back again, or if you have any new entrepreneurs that now because of all this entire group activity that do you want to present something?
Right.
So simplest thing, be curious in somebody else's life. And people love that.
Right.
And sometimes they will say, you ask too many questions. It's not about too many questions. I always say, when you are done, that you think that you're done, ask 2 more questions.
Right.
And that will actually open up that whole relationship. And asking the referral is the same way. This year, I closed 2 in Princeton. I'm in Pennsylvania license, 1 in Charlotte, that right now people are working on. And how this whole relationship happened, my mountaineering buddy, she joined that Marathi group that on the WhatsApp.
Right.
She says, I do not even serve that area. And she asked me, Juhi, do you want to help my friend who is coming from Charlotte,
Yeah.
who wants to move to Pennsylvania? The whole point was Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is huge. And I'm like, where do they want to move? And they were like, oh, maybe you will not cover this area. Like from my house, it's around 1 hour. And I'm like, no, tell me, otherwise I will find an agent.
Right.
And I ended up actually helping that client because they were like very tight schedule. But you know me, I'm research-based. I did all the research. They came only 2 times, 2 weekends.
Right.
And luckily made some phone calls and have those resources, ask everybody about the neighborhood and this and that. And they went under contract. And you will not believe that is a $3.2 million home. I would not have got that business if I wouldn't have said, yes, I will cater that area.
Right.
First. And I had no clue that they own house in Charlotte around $3 million too. And now, you know, like all our relationship works. I met you in sometime, August this year?
Yes.
Yeah. And we talked about, do you know anybody? Who do you know in Charlotte? Really great agent. And you suggested, you connected me.
You to George.
See, again, it's all people business because now you trusted that person. So I was confident.
He had done a referral for me in the past. So I had a good outcome and I just referred.
And then we just texted each other. You gave me the good referral. And it's really, I really feel like it. If you're meeting any party, any networking event, take that next step and just ask how I can help you. That rather than people say like, oh, I do this and I do that. And I'm like, people can follow that on your social media. Just take that next level and come with the contribution, come with the helping to the community. How I can help. If somebody moving here, how I can help to take your next, like business to the next level. Do you need me to post it on? Simplest. Do you want me to share your post on my social media? That is the simplest one click. That you can do it for somebody.
Yeah. Then you're exposing it to Two databases.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I say that you are doing a great work, Google reviews, how many people that we ask is the simplest thing to do. But take that to the next level and come through the curiosity.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
if any agent wants to learn from you, wants to take your course, Exactly What to Say by Phil M. Jones, how do they get in touch with you?
So I just launched the program called Redefine Conversations, because I really feel like it's a perfect name for my brand, because we are doing the conversational coaching.
Right.
There is nothing wrong and right. It's different styles, different people react different things to the different questions. So every Thursday, I run these sessions in every 6 week sessions. And the reason is because there is a methodology that we need to follow the steps. So it's a 6 week process. And a 6 week course every Thursday is 2:00. The new batch is starting on March 5th.
Right.
The first, whatever that Thursday is, I forgot right now. But
The first Thursday of March.
First Thursday of the March. And then they can really reach out to me as redefineconversation.com, or my cell phone. You can text me, or email is juieb@homesbyjuie. Or you can call or text 610-620-4317. Or
Amazing.
find me on Google, Homes by Julie. Right now, everything is under Homes by Julie because that is my main business.
Right.
But I would love to teach the younger, and it's very simple changes.
Right.
It's very easy to adapt. So only you have to be purposeful enough to use that language.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for your
You're
time. It
welcome.
was great having you.
Thank you so
at the
much.
podcast. Yeah.
Thank you.